What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome back to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. If you're a cross watcher, come on in, say hello, like it, share it, subscribe it, come vibe with us. I love this tribe. We love and respect each other and replay rock stars. Thank you so much for your comments. It is podcast episode 411 for those of you out there listening and watching and, hanging out with us. Mike Elephant says hello today. He's hanging around. So let us get into a love message today. I don't know what's about to show up, neither do you, but let's talk about it. Okay? May or may not resonate. That's okay. It's a general reading. If you would like a private reading with me, nourishilllive.com, or click the title above or below the video and go check out my links in the description box down below. So I'm getting the color blue and red, or purple if you mix them together, but I'm really specifically getting blue and then red. So you may feel like you're like at odds with this person, like you're two totally different people. You come from two different worlds. There's something about being different or being at odds with each other. So let's get into the show. You may be 41. I'm getting Aquarius energy. Woo. And I'm getting some sort of blue or purple pie, like blueberry pie. I think that's the only blue or purple pie that's out there. But I'm getting like blueberry pie. I don't know why, just whatever. It's just whatever. Let's see what comes out in the cards. Let's drop it to the reading screen. Yes. We've cleaned it up a little bit. All right. So I'm getting a chill vibe, really chill vibe. That's good. So you're at peace with the situation. Maybe you're just at peace with the fact that you're two totally different people, or you want different things. Okay. All right. Tell us about the situation, Fred. Fred is my connection in my flock. My flock voted, and here we go. Fred is universe. So the tower is over. Scorpio Aries energy. The tower has already happened. The tower has occurred. Okay, so the worst is over. You're you're letting the dust settle, on the situation. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Although you may be looking at other options right now. You may even still have a little bit of confusion around the situation, okay? But the worst is over, so it's like, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? Just doing some reflection and searching out how to feel about it, or what to do next in your emotional body. I like that you're at calm. Yeah, 10 of Swords are reversed. So you're reflecting on this and really doing your healing. So this could have been a betrayal, a very painful ending. There could have been something that was really a lot of things were said that were really painful in the situation. A lot of things done, lies, deception. So what you're doing is you're just searching out all of the painful parts of you, or all of the issues. It's really cool how you're showing me this. It's like you're in your quiet moments, you're reflecting and going within, and just kind of like, it's almost as if you got porcupine quills, in you, or something like that, and you're just kind of pulling out each one. Like wherever it hurts, you're searching there and you're pulling out each one. So some of you may be in counseling or therapy, or you may be using EFT tapping, or even during meditation. Some of you may be drawing, writing, creating. And it's recovering from this painful ending. Okay? That's good. Again, you may just be at odds with each other, or you were at odds with each other, and now you're recovering from the whole situation. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Getting yourself to a happy place, okay? So this apparently was something that you really, really desired. You really wanted this. You may have even lived together. You may have known this person for a long time. You may have a lot of history with this person. You may have even had children together, things like that. But I feel like you're getting yourself back to a happy place, spending time with your inner circle, your friends, your family, your fan base, whatever it may be, your support system, and really enjoying yourself. But while you're enjoying yourself in those private moments or in those quiet moments within yourself, you are recovering from this tower. Okay. But this was definitely something that you really wanted. You really wanted this to work out. Okay. You really, really, really wanted this to work out. Some of you may have worked with this person, or you were really desiring this to work out. Some of you may still desire for this to work out, because this is your long-term goal or your long-term dream, that things work out with this person. I'm getting 95, 91, 51, 59, 19, 15, 159, or 951, whichever. You may want to look up those numbers. All right. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So some of you, this person may have passed away. I love you, and I'm sending you my condolences, my love, and I'm sending you universal love and light, prayers for your healing. So my OCD is catching up with me. So some of you may be getting your life back in order, working on yourselves, working on money, working on things and stuff right now while you're going through this change. Okay. While you're going through this recovery phase. Okay. And seeing, what needs to be corrected, what needs to be fixed within yourself, what needs to be healed within yourself. I really love that you're taking the time to actually reflect and do your healing work. That's a beautiful thing. God, my OCD is like cray right now. So a lot of you may be just reorganizing your house, reorganizing your life, just to keep yourself busy. Because this was a tower moment. It was a Ten of Swords tower. Now, even though you're past it, I don't know how fresh it was. It could have been within the last 7 months, 10 weeks, 7 months, something like that. I think them's are the messages. Okay, Two of Wands. So you chose to close down this path. Somebody closed down this pathway. So this pathway is blocked with this person. Sorry. So this pathway is blocked with this person right now, currently. So there's no communication, no forward movement. If you do have children and you're co-parenting, there's really not much happening. Okay. I've got Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I've got Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Pisces. Okay. So it's like after the ending here, or whatever's happening here, you're recovering and trying to move forward. Okay. You may feel stuck where you're at, like nothing is happening. You're not dating anybody. Some of you, this was a while ago. I see that you have standards and values, or you're working on putting standards and values in place. Like, I'm working on my boundaries. Feather, I got strong boundaries, and I know I'm worth something awesome. I am worthy of a connection. I'm worthy of an emperor or an empress. I'm worthy of stability. I'm worthy of a lot of money. I'm worthy of something solid and something or someone that I can trust. And yes, you are. And that is really beautiful, because that's the energy that you're showing me. You're in right now. You're in your power. You're holding your boundaries strong. So you may have blocked this connection because of your boundaries. You may have been just like, look, this ain't working. I'm going after something new. So I feel like you put your foot down and you stood on business with this past person, with this person right over here. I say past because it's in the past. It's already happened. The tower is burning. Everything is falling down, and you're in recovery mode. Okay, so you're looking at your options. What I'm going to do next? What do I got to take care of? What do I got to organize? What do I got to get right in my life? Okay, very strong and very powerful energy. I like that. So there was a lot of indecision here, and that may have been why you shut this down, because you were like, this is just a waste of my time to sit here in an indecisive energy with this. This person may have played a lot of mind games with you. A 10 swords is there. That's no joke. That's betrayal. Anything that could be extremely painful. Painful. And I'm talking tower moment. So I believe the universe came in to redirect two people. And it may have happened suddenly. May really suddenly. So what happens when the universe comes in with a tower moment? Somebody is removed from your life, either by, it's usually the tower coming in and making somebody move or redirect somebody from your pathway. It's very painful when it happens quickly. And a lot of times we look at the pain of it instead of the fact that we were protected. So if it could potentially help you, I would like for you to shift that. You were apparently wanting something stable, something long-term, and something trustworthy, or someone trustworthy and honest, and somebody that you could build with. Apparently this last thing wasn't something you could build with, because it would have been, you may have tried to it started off on faulty premises, or it was a failure to launch, or you tried multiple times to rebuild and it just you couldn't get it back the same way that it was before. Okay. So what I'm really getting, what's up, Pixie? How are you doing, baby? Thank you so much. Pixie says your reads are incredible. Aw. Thank you, love. So what? Oh my gosh. Y'all, Pixie says I'm 44 and I've been meaning to make a blueberry pie for the past 3 days. Get out of here. I was like, what is a purple pie? There's no purple pie. The closest thing to purple pie is blueberry pie or blueberry cobbler, right? Blackberry, blueberry, something like that. Blueberry dumplings, blackberry dumplings. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So getting back to the reading, it's like, this is a waste of my time. This is wasting my time. And you're here trying to get to know this person or trying to figure out what to do. And in the meantime, you had to stand up for yourself. You could have just been like, I am done with being confused by this person. I'm done being torn in two different paths or trying to figure out what to do here. This almost feels like, to me, like you just finally stood up one day and stomped your foot and said, look, let me tell you something. We're either going this way or you're going that way. And it may have been a download that you got from the universe that said, this is going nowhere. Why are you so confused? You know what you want. You're very detailed in what you're looking for in a partner. Very, very detailed. Let me tell you something. You probably have lists. You probably have written in journals. You probably have lists on your phone. Listen, I just want you to know, I get you, I understand you, but I want you to know that I'm feeling this really hardcore for somebody out here. You got lists on your phone on Google Keeps. You got documentation, or you've got journals, you've got writings. You have lists of what you want in a partner. You have lists, and I'm talking about very detailed lists, okay? I mean, down to the it may not even be about their presence or, about their physical body, but you have detailed lists of what you're looking for in a partner. And highest on your list is stability, long-term availability, somebody who is serious about building. You want a builder. Some of you actually may want a builder, like somebody to help you build a home, somebody that can fix things, or somebody that's going to be a provider. Yeah. You got detailed lists, okay? And you're like, this is bullshit, okay? Because this is a lot of pain. Lots of pain. Mental stress, mental pain, mental anguish. Maybe even arguments, fights, disagreements, whatevs. And you may have gotten a download that said, why am I even dealing with this cat mess? Why am I dealing with this? Scat, get out. And that was very transformative for you energetically, because you went from two of swords, 10 of swords to towers down. I'm done dealing with this. I have given this enough of my time, energy, and attention. It's not worth it. It's not worth me. I'm an emperor here. I know who I am and what I bring to the table. I don't need anybody. But if they were to come in here, it's okay. They got to be a builder too. They got to want to establish a foundation and take their time to build with me. Boom. That's awesome. This person may have also helped you determine what kind of person you were looking for, or what kind of person you want to establish a foundation with. But you're like, I'm out of here. So you're looking for somebody to build with. Somebody's going to be a partner. Somebody's going to work well with you. Tarot di Amore. What's up, baby? He met most of the criteria, but was missing some basics that I didn't request. That's okay. He was simply emotionally unavailable. That's a really big miss for a lot of people. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of us are missing that self-love too. We pour that love into other people, or we're lacking the love so much that we're actually attracting people that are lacking that love. But that can be fixed. So here you are telling me that nothing is happening now. The tower's fallen. You're recovering. So you really have nothing to celebrate, or nobody to celebrate with for the time being. But a cycle is closing. Okay, you are closing down a cycle. You're preparing your heart to open up to love. So you may be preparing yourself for a love connection. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you may have somebody coming in here, but it's like it's been a dry period for a little while. Maybe a couple months, maybe even a couple years for some of you. It's like dry spell, not really much happening. You know, universe isn't really sending much my way. When is that going to change? Queen of Coins right here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So it looks like the universe is working on you. So you are working on you and your self-worth right now. Okay, because whatever that was back there helped build you up to a stronger, more confident person. Maybe even helped you learn self-worth, and maybe even helped you prepare yourself for opening up for new love. Because like I said, when we empower ourselves with the Emperor, that's your first card out. Boom, right there in tarot. Like, as far as the reading goes, that's a very powerful energy to have. That's empowerment. Like, you know your worth. You know you're ready for love. You're not going to run after or chase after anyone. It's got to come to you. And you're sitting here and you're like, when is it coming? It's not coming. It's not that you're impatient, but you might be. But you have options coming in here. Your goal is for somebody to work with you, together with you, to build a foundation that will grow and that will be lucrative or prosperous. Okay. Maybe even somebody to be with you. You want stability and security in relationship. You want a secure, stable relationship. Nothing wrong with that. No, it's quite sexy. And and you're looking for somebody who can also love you for the rest of your life, like best friends, buddies, pals, you know, somebody you can actually enjoy the rest of your life with, a life partner that is going to be harmony and joy and more happiness than 10 swords and towers. So moving forward, it looks like you are preparing yourself right now. The universe is helping you to prepare. You were releasing a devil. Oh shit. Oh, oh my God. Let's ring the bell. Fairies, come right on in here. Clear this up for us. Let's just clear it up again. Ooh, I felt that, man. That made me almost sick on my stomach. That hit me hard. This hit you hard. This is Devil, Ten of Wands, Tower energy. This is intense. This is intense. You may feel, oh man, okay. I'm gonna love you for a minute here. Just give me a second. I'm loving myself right now. I'm feeling this. This is an intense connection. This could have been sexually intense, like super sexual, super tempting. You may feel like you were addicted to this person. This is almost like addictive energy or obsessive energy. Like, I cannot break away from this person. This person is a monkey on my back. 10 wands, the devil, and the tower. Yeah. Oh my God. It just got hot. Give me a sec. This is probably one of the most intense 3-card draws I've ever seen. Oh my God. Okay. It could have been extremely passionate, extremely tempting. It could have been extremely toxic, extremely unhealthy, and possibly even extremely AB. Okay? I'm not even gonna lie. This would have been hard to get away from. And I've been in relationships that were very toxic, very AB. And it was so hard to get away. And a lot of people don't understand, just get away from them, just leave them. It's not always easy. And this may not be your story. It may be on a lesser scale. You maybe just feel like you're so drawn to this person. You're so desirous of this person. And you're just like, oh my God, I cannot get enough of this person sexually. Whatever it is. Okay. Explosive sex, powerful sex, big orgasms, whatevs. It's your business. That's what I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We stay while we stay. Okay. Crazy sex makes you keep going back. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Not all of us were in a situation like that. Sometimes when we're in an AB situation, we're scared to leave. We're afraid to leave. We're confused on what to do. They confuse us. They gaslight us. They make us feel like 1 minute everything is okay. They apologize. Everything is fine. And the next minute it's hell. So I love you. And if you need counseling or therapy, please reach out. If you need to use your local resources, please reach out. I feel like you're beyond the situation now because you stood up for yourself. You did. And as an emperor, you empowered yourself. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I love you and I'm proud of you for getting away from a toxic or unhealthy or AB situation like that. Absolutely. Because that is self-worth. And you may be rebuilding after that. You may be rebuilding your confidence, your self-worth, your value, and you may have been afraid to open up to love or to nurture a relationship after some shit like that. Okay? So I'm honoring you right now. Honor yourself, celebrate yourself. And I think the more you celebrate yourself, and the more you honor yourself and are proud of yourself, just talk to yourself. Talk and tap. You can do that with me right now. If you want to EFT tap, I'm an EFT practitioner. I've been doing it since 2015. So you want to find where your collarbone notch is, the sternum notch, where you can put your finger between your collarbone. And you want to touch the end of one collarbone and come down and out in a diagonal And you could just use all the tips of your fingers and just, it doesn't matter. Just use that whole area. Just tap around that whole area. Down and out diagonally about an inch. And just tap with all of your fingers and just be kind of like, I did it. It was fucking hell. Let's talk about it. It was fucking hell. It was absolute hell. It was hard. It was difficult. It was challenging. It was nothing but tower moments and chaos and mental stress. It was nothing but hell. It was intense. It was sexually intense. It was a major draw to this person. It was massive chemistry, or it was hell. But either way, it was a burden. It was challenging. It was difficult, but it's over. It's finally fucking over, and I'm beyond it. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm happy for myself. And I celebrate myself for standing up for myself, for putting up strong boundaries, for becoming a stronger person, for becoming a better person, for myself, for knowing that I was worthy of something so much more, and preparing myself by loving myself enough, at least a little bit, to get to a better place for myself. To move out, to move away, to get away from it, even just for a little while, even if it's only been a couple hours, days, weeks, or months, maybe even years. But I'm going to celebrate myself, because celebrating myself and my empowerment and standing up for myself, maybe I was just so in the struggle that I forgot to say thank you to me. So thank you to me for getting me through all of this hell, all of this temptation, all of these burdens and these difficulties, because I'm ready to set it down. And maybe the last part of setting it down is me loving myself and saying thank you for loving yourself and caring enough about yourself to feel better, to want better, to desire better, and to put up those boundaries and empower yourself to be better and to go after better and to leave that burden behind. Grab your wrist, take a deep breath. Peace. Love. I love that. And I hope that you do that tapping, and you can rewind it and tap all you want to. I get Capricorn energy. I also get Scorpio and Aries energy. This doesn't even belong on our table anymore. But after all that, and you finally put down that burden, you actually get what you're looking for. You get a Two of Cups situation. Because you have made a major decision in your life to lay down something that was so difficult, so challenging. And I want you to just honor yourself, because when you do, you tie up a loose end that needs to be tied up. Okay? So when you're ready, that Ten of Swords is over and done with. Ten of Swords, done. Ten of Wands, done. You get to determine when you're done with something. You get to determine when you're ready to lay down that burden and all that mental stress. You can tap yourself through it. You can work yourself through that. You can YouTube EFT, TFT trauma tappings, anxiety tappings. They're free all over YouTube. Go check them out. Just tap through this shit. Tap it out. Meditation helps too. Tapping helps to actually release it from your entire body system on every level. Your vibration, your mental mind, your emotional body, and your physical body. It's awesome. So you have some options coming in here over the next 3 months, okay? You have attention. You have options. Six of Wands. You're going to be getting attention. And you have the ability to choose. You get to choose your partner, okay? You should have always known this, that you get to choose your partner, okay? And if you're not interested in a partnership or a relationship, then you don't have to be in one. Then you can just tell people, okay, I'm just focusing on my own personal success, my own financial success, and We can date or be friends, but I'm not interested in anything serious. You get to decide what it is you want, because you may have a Pisces here, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You have a couple different signs here: water, earth, Sag. You're closing out a cycle, a very unhappy cycle, or a dry spell, or a period of just third parties and shit like that. You're not going to go back to doing that no more. You're very detailed on what you're looking for. You want your person. Okay. And give me just a second, and I'm going to find out what some of this is. So continue to work on yourself and love yourself. Okay. And you can tap through that whole thing many times, as you need. Tap that shit all the way out and tap in that confidence and that happiness and that feeling good for you. That's self-love time. When you're tapping for you, because it's just you and you. Well, in the universe, but it's you and you, and that's self-love, and it's caring enough about yourself to get rid of those porcupine quills, those things that are still remaining, and focusing on self, focusing on love, focusing on self, focusing on value. So you have somebody here that's going through a divorce. There is a third party situation in the mix. I don't think you're interested in that. So there is somebody coming through here. It could be a water sign, Pisces or Libra or Gemini. You have somebody that's going through a divorce. I mean, maybe it's you, but it's potentially somebody else coming in here. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that at all. You may want to reject that. Yeah, the Emperor reverse. This is somebody manipulative. Somebody that's possibly my way or the highway, extremely controlling. Yeah, it's a waste of time. So that may be the same person, or maybe another person that looks like the past person, because you're still trying to get your vibration right, get it into lock it in mode. Okay. So we still will, even when we're in a powerful, empowered energy, we're going to manifest things, but some of those manifestations look very similar to what we've manifested before, because our vibration, say for instance, 6 months ago, the universe started putting this on track for you, or 6 weeks ago, the universe started putting this on track for you to meet up with this person, and your vibration wasn't right then. Okay. But it takes time to line two people up in the universe, make you meet in the same spot, things like that. But this person may be this same person, this tower person, or maybe somebody else. Just be careful and make sure that relationship is over, and then that person is no longer giving to that situation. I think most of you are going to consider that a waste of your time, because it looks so much like the past, and you're not interested in the past. Okay. Or this is that past person that maybe you divorced or married, or, are going through a divorce with, whatever, that treated you unfairly. Okay. Yeah. So just be careful with that. All right. I don't think you're going to trust it, because this person is either living with an ex, going through a divorce, something. I don't think you're going to trust it. Okay. No. If it stresses you out, you're done with it. Yeah, you're not interested in third parties. So you are the champion for yourself right now. So you are Sir Lancelot in your life right now. And I love that. I love that for you. So tell me about this right here. So again, continue to focus on self-worth, rebuilding yourself, getting your finances handled, organizing life, and opening up your heart. You will have some things that come in here that just really don't look great. Okay. So just follow your intuition. Okay. And focus on yourself, your stability. And if you're ready, when you're ready to open that door to dating new people, the options are here. You will be getting attention. So in regards to those things, I'm going to say this: empower yourself. And if you are engaging with people who are married or in third parties, or who have recently out of a long-term relationship, like they're still living together, they're finalizing the dissolution of marriage, like fresh. You, you know, it takes time to recover after a relationship is over, especially a marriage. A long term one at that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 years. If it's you, take your time to finish up organizing your life and getting yourself set before you, because if you're not set and you're not healed and you're not established within self, um, you will attract third parties because there's an unhealed wound there. All right. A lot of you, it looks like you're really empowered and you're ready for something serious. I love that. Just follow your intuition. If you feel like somebody is untrustworthy, or that they're hiding things, or that they're manipulating you, or that they're emotionally unavailable, uh y'all go with y'all's intuition because it looks pretty damn powerful here. So as you focus on your stability and your finances and your financial goals, I have a feeling that somebody's just going to show up here unexpected. You have a wish fulfillment here financially for some of you. Yeah, it is 8 of coins. So financially, it looks like there's going to be some major improvements in your finances as you're healing. Okay. So some of you are overcoming this tower and rebuilding yourself financially, taking care of your responsibilities. And it looks like there's a wish fulfillment when it comes to job, employment, stability. And I'm also getting that as you focus on that and yourself more, then in comes offers. So you're coming out of hermit mode after a tower moment for the majority of you, and just go out and have fun. The what I normally like to tell people is spend time with friends and family first, because it's easy, because we already have a bond with them. We already can connect with them. Connecting with our people in our environment, people that are important to us, our support system, very important. So reconnect with family members, reconnect with friends, and establish that support system again, And then as you branch out from there, then you can start dating and things like that. Um, Personal connections and bonds really, really are easier for us to, when we're coming out of hermit mode, if we've been alone for a while. It's really nice to get that energy flowing in a positive way before we just, go out on a date with somebody we've never friggin' met. You may even meet someone through friends and family, like at a family party or an engagement, some sort of event or party, and cool. They're already in your environment. People know them, so that's easier because it's not a perfect stranger. Other people know them, um, so that might be nice. You know, that might be nice because they'll know to respect you. You'll know if you can respect and trust them based on the people that that know them the majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? But you do have something here you need to be cautious of. That's all I'm going to say. Just be cautious of it and make sure they're not going back to their previous spouse. Make sure that they are healed, because if it's a fresh wound, or if they haven't done their healing, and if they're emotionally unavailable, if they're still talking about their baby mama drama, if they're, it may be a failed investment right there, because it might look too much like somebody from the past. And if somebody is still holding grudges against their past person, like really heavy grudges, like everybody's got issues with their exes. But if it's like it's coming out and you're talking to them and it's like cringy and you can feel it, it's not okay. So just be careful with how somebody speaks about their past partners, speaks about their parents, pay attention to how somebody talks about their people, and get to know people. If you want to know more about dating and checking out red flags and watching for that sort of stuff, I've got audio downloads available for you with PDF read-alongs for you to check out the chemistry. Pay attention to red flags and chemistry and things like that. Don't get duped, don't get played. Find out that kind of stuff. They're affordable. They're on my website. Go check it out, nourishheallive.com. And I just see you focusing and rebuilding self. And as that happens, again, some of you may have people, as you're hanging out with your friends and family, you may meet somebody that's already in your environment that you may end up talking to or dating. But follow your intuition. If it feels off, it probably is. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what your body is telling you. Them's the words, them's the messages. That's what I got for you today on pull one card. Deception. Okay? Don't be deceived by people. Don't fail yourself, okay? Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. Somebody here was deceptive. I feel you had to stand up for yourself, and this could even be in new. Like if you feel like somebody is deceptive or deceiving you, or you feel something is off, go with your instincts. Go with your gut instincts. It's better to be safe and secure than sorry. Remember your standards. Remember what you're looking for. Take out those writings and those lists of people or what you want in a person and read it every day. Tap it in, tap it in, tap it in, or just read it. Meditate on it. Read it. Make it a thing every day so that you put that out to the universe. That's what you're looking for. And if there's any blockages, tap those out. If there's any blockages to that, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. And until next time, I love y'all. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. Join the tribe. Check out my stuff on nourishheallive.com, my products and services, or get on my schedule. This looks good. It looks like you're still pulling out some of the wound, the things that wounded you. You're still trying to review it and rebuild yourself. But you do have options, and you are going to be getting attention from now over the next 3 months. And you get to choose what you are available for, what you are interested in, and who you give your heart to, who you give your nurturing, loving, amazing energy to. I love y'all. Take care. Namaste.